What is up, guys? The LA Gamer here, and today I am bringing you guys episode 4 of my Angels Fantasy Draft franchise on MLB 16, the show. Now, in the last episode, in this episode we have done some simming. I'm going to show you guys the simming here in just a second. So you see right here, we actually have had a pretty rough month. You see a lot of L's on your screen. We finished the last month doing phenomenally with a lot of wins, and if you remember in the last episode, we were first place in our division. Now that's luckily still the case. We're still about 5 games up in our division, and we're going to actually be playing the worst team in our division right now in the Milwaukee Brewers. But they have beat us in the past 2 games of the series, so I'm going to come in here, try to usually control this game, and hopefully come out of here and try to get a win. Michael Fulmer, I believe that's the name of the pitcher on the mound for us, is actually on fire right now. He's doing a great job recently. And we're playing against this Brewers lineup that shouldn't be that good. I mean, they are the worst team in our division for a reason. They're actually not having that good of a season whatsoever. So I'm pretty sure we should be able to come in here and do a pretty nice job. But we'll just have to wait and find out. Now, I didn't post a video yesterday, and to be honest, I might not post again tomorrow. The reasoning for doing that is tomorrow will be my birthday, and I may be busy. No promises, though. I'm going to try to get a video out. I just want to give an explanation just in case I get busy or I get wrapped up in something and things just get too difficult, but I'll do whatever I can. I just want to give you guys a quick warning as to why there might not be a video posted tomorrow. But either way, so here we are today. You see Billy Hamilton's going to start off with just a kind of a measly little hit right there, so we're not going to really get anything out of that. We're going to keep moving on. This time we got Nomar Mazar up to bat, and he's going to get pretty nice contact with the ball as well, but the second baseman is just all over the place. He's going to dive down, but luckily for us, he's not going to be able to get the throw over to first accurately, and we're going to be able to get an easy read or an easy base right there. Next up we have Chris Bryant, or actually not next up, but Anthony Rizzo doesn't do anything. So with 2 outs, Chris Bryant's going to come up to bat and hit one to deep center field, but obviously that's not going to do anything for us. It's not like the center fielder is just going to drop that one. So we're going to have to go into the next inning now with a 0-0 game, which is fine by us. It doesn't match our normal motto now. In the last 2 games you guys watched, we were able to put like 3 runs up in the first inning. Not this game though, we weren't able to do that, but we do actually have a pretty nice offense this game. You'll see this game ends up being relatively high scoring between both teams, and you'll just have to wait and see how that works out. And realistically, you'll just have to wait and see which team ends up scoring more runs, because this game ends up basically being the furthest thing from a pitcher's duel. But right here we're coming up now with Anthony Rizzo trying to get some good contact on the ball. We're going to do just that, driving this ball into left center field. Luckily for us, the left fielder will not be able to track it down, although he did get extremely close, and Rizzo is going to pull into second right now with a stand-up double, and that's exactly what we need to start off this inning. So next up we got Chris Bryant up to bat. We're going to see what he's going to be able to do. He's going to come to bat, get a pitch right down the middle, and sadly he's not going to get it out of the infield, but it will do enough to get Rizzo over to third base. And with a runner on third base with only 1 out, that's a lot that we can do. And next up we have, I believe this is Trevor Story. He's going to hit a really deep fly ball to left field, and the left fielder's going to have to track it so deep. Of course, Rizzo's going to have enough room to score from third base, so that's going to get the first run on the board for us, as we're going to come in here and take a 1-2-0 lead. So that's exactly what we needed. I don't need to put too many runs on the board. Just a comfortable lead, just a lead in general, is enough for me to feel comfortable pitching the game. Sadly for us though, Fulmer does kind of get a little bit too comfortable. You see right here, he's going to give up the first hit of the game, as Rizzo's going to try to lay out and make a play on it, but it just ends up hitting him in the stomach, and nothing really works out there. So now we have the next runner up to bat, or the next batter up to bat, and luckily for us, Fulmer is going to get back into his form and actually strike that batter out. So we're going to keep moving on here. This time, this next batter though is going to connect on this ball, and I don't exactly know how to explain what happened there. The left fielder just decided not to continue to run towards the ball. It was one of those weird situations where I don't know what happened, but for some reason he just didn't go for it. Like I kept moving my analog stick for him to move, but he just wouldn't move, and this actually ends up screwing us over so bad. Just wait. So that one missed ball, we end up going for the intentional walk. We're trying to get the double play, and we end up getting a strike on the next batter. So all we need right now is 1 more out, and we're going to dodge whatever possible bad juju this game is trying to give to us. Sadly though, obviously it doesn't work out for us, as Curtis Granderson is going to connect on the ball that I basically threw right down the middle, and he's going to drive that into right center field, which is going to give them 3 runs. So the left fielder deciding not to catch the ball just cost us 3 runs. So we're going to try to get out of the inning, and luckily we're going to stop the bleeding right there and only allow 3 runs. But the thing that sucks is that never should have happened. As long as my left fielder just decided to catch the ball, that whole issue would have been avoided, which is really what hurts the most. But either way, we're going to come back here, try to get some runs on the board ourselves, and we're going to start pretty nice with a double to right center field there with our catcher. I don't remember exactly what his name is. The next up, we actually do get really lucky here, because Fulmer's going to lay down the bunt. We're trying to move the runner over to third base, and for some reason, the third baseman completely whiffs on this bunt attempt, and that actually ends up hooking me up so much. So next up, we're going to go up to bat here. I don't know exactly who that is, but the third baseman once again is going to whiff on a ground ball, which is going to allow us to get the runner to score from second base. And this is just hilarious to me. It's hilarious that the third baseman's doing that bad defensively. But right here, we're going to crush a ball to deep center field with Billy Hamilton. It's not really enough to actually land, or he didn't hit it like well enough for it to actually be a hit, but he does hit it deep enough for the runners on first and second to tag up, and we are now going to have runners on second and third with only 1 out. So let's see what we can do here. Nomar Mazara is up to bat. He's going to crack one back up the middle. Sadly, that will not be able to exit the infield, but it will be hit well enough to get the runner to score from third and advance the runner from second to third. So all we need now is another hit to take a lead, and Anthony Rizzo will not be able to do that. He's going to get under the ball a little bit too much, and that is going to fly about 1,000 feet straight in the air to the second baseman. And we're going to have to move on into the next inning with a 3-3 tie. At least we were able to get back and tie the game up, because for a second there, after we were going down 3-1, it did get a little bit scary. Either way, though, the third baseman is going to continue to make terrible plays over there, as right here he's going to throw it in the dirt, and the first base will not be able to scoop that one up. So we're going to keep moving on here, and this time I think that's Trevor Story. He's going to hit it right back up the middle, and the runner on first is going to move all the way over to third. I believe that is Chris Bryant. And I want to emphasize real quick, Miguel Sano, our MVP candidate player, is not actually going to be playing this game. I believe he has an injury. I forgot to check what it was, but he will not be playing, obviously. As right here, we're going to hit a blooper right back up the middle. Is going to advance the runner from first to second, and of course it is going to score the runner from third, as we are now going to take a 4-3 lead. So we're going to try to keep this rally going, and we're going to do just that. This ball is going to drop in right field, and the runner from second will be able to score, and the runner from first will be able to advance all the way to third base with only like 1 out. But sadly, the inning will end early, as we'll end up giving up a double play ball, and we'll have to walk out of there with only a couple of runs. But either way, we are now taking a pretty nice lead, 5-3 lead, after scoring a good amount of runs in the past couple innings. I believe we scored 2 runs in each of the last 2 innings, and that's going to give us a pretty comfortable lead. Sadly, though, we actually end up putting a reliever in, and this reliever sucks absolute dog doo-doo, because right here he's going to throw in, and the runner's going to get a double to start the inning. Then he's going to give up a single, but luckily right now we have 1 out. So if we can get a nice pitch out here, we'll be able to actually get out of this inning, and we are able to have Curtis Granderson line now, which will give us 2 outs. So all we need right now is to get out of this inning, and we are going to be able to do just that. As right here, he's going to get him to strike out on that 2-seam fastball right outside. So luckily, it ends up working out for us. Sadly, though, I should have taken this reliever out of the game right at this moment. He is our worst reliever in the bullpen overall-wise and statistically. So, I mean, I just felt comfortable with our lead. I didn't think the lineup was that good, so that's why I thought I could keep this reliever in a little bit longer. And that ended up being one of my biggest mistakes this game. Is right here. I'm just going to give up a single. He's going to give up this big gapper into right center field. So we're going to try to get the ball in to the cutoff man. Luckily, we do so in time to keep the runner from scoring from first base. But still, it's not a comfortable situation to be running or pitching with runners on second and third with only no outs. I mean, there's no outs. So there's obviously a very scary situation, especially with us trying to maintain the lead. So right here you see there's runner on third now. I'm going to intentionally walk this next batter. I'm going to go for the double play. I'm trying to maintain the lead. I know this is a really risky strategy, and with normal baseball rules, this isn't the smartest thing to do, but I just feel more comfortable pitching with the possibility of actually, maintaining the lead. Luckily, though, we do strike out a batter, so there's only 2 outs right now. We can get out of this inning, but for some reason, the pitcher doesn't decide to pick up the ball. He gets scared. He gets scared of the ball, and he decides not to pick it up, which is going to cost us a run, and it's going to cost us our lead. Luckily, we get out of there and stop the bleeding. But that play pissed me off so much. For starters, my left fielder won't catch the ball, and then to make it even worse, he won't get the ball, and just sum it all up, we will end up losing this game in the bottom of the 10th inning to this absolute dinger of a home run to deep left field. So, my only comments this game really did piss me off a lot. I was really upset. So, the left fielder screwed me over by not catching that fly out. That cost us 3 runs. That pitcher deciding not to pick up the ball cost us another run. So the score should have been 5-1, and we ended up losing 6-5 just from a multitude of errors and unlucky offense, basically. So that's going to be the end of this one. If you guys enjoyed, please click the like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion of the series and what I could do to make it more interesting in the comment section below. And lastly, subscribe if you have not already to stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on my channel. Now, you guys are doing a great job of showing support on this series, and I'm actually loving it so much. It's great getting back in MLB, and I can't wait for Madden to come out in a few days so I can start posting that for you guys too. So thank you guys so much for all the support. I'll let you guys see the stats for the rest of the game, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.